up, you guys? My name's Alex, and today we are going to be talking about the city of Auburn, Washington. And if you're moving there or have any plans to, please reach out. I'm a realtor here in the local area, and my number is 253-250-7520. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Before we dive in, let's just give a kind of overall overlook of what you guys should expect from this video. We're going to talk about location, home prices, what you guys can expect to do here, amenities, crime, education, and the best neighborhood. So pretty much everything I can wrap into a 7 to 8 minute long video. Let's start off with location. Now, Auburn, Washington is located about 40 minutes south of the city of Seattle, which is the largest city here in Washington State, and you're only about 15 to 20 minutes from Tacoma, Washington, which is the second largest city here. You are located in King County, and the nearest cities next to you are Kent, which is up north, and then east of you have Federal Way. So if you plan on working a job in Tacoma, which a lot of people move here to do, this is actually a great place for you to live because the commute's only 15 to 20 minutes to the city of Tacoma. Now, since we're talking about living somewhere, let's dive into the home prices here in Auburn, Washington. Now, the median home price here is $580,000, which is right around the middle of Tacoma's average of $440,000 and Seattle's average of $770,000. Now on the screen, I'm going to put up examples of a $550,000 home. Now this is a starter home, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. You can get yourself something nice. Anything above $650,000, you're in the 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom range. And then once you are above the $800,000 mark in Auburn, this is when you get into some very nice homes, some 5 bedrooms with nice views, which is also very nice to have. So again, if we're talking about location, you're about $200,000 less of an average price than you would have if you're up in Seattle. As long as you like the 40-minute commute, it's actually not a bad place to put yourself. Now for the third topic, let's talk about crime, population, and the education here in the Auburn area. Now, if there is one con to living in Auburn, Washington, it's the crime level that's here. It's about 19% higher than the national average in the nation. However, violent crimes are actually 7% less than the national average, and property crime is actually 21% less. So it's a lot of little misdemeanors that are taking place in the city of Auburn. Now, another con that I should know is that the average wage here in Auburn, Washington has actually decreased 1.9% in the last 2 years, according to niche.com. So, I mean, if you plan on working or wanting to start a career in the city of Auburn, that's also something that you might want to take into account. Now, if you've ever been to the city of Seattle, you know that it is extremely cramped. One thing that's nice about Auburn is over 30 miles, there's about 80,000 people, so a lot of the places that you're buying or staying in have a decent amount of land to go with it. Now, if we're talking about the job force here, the average salary for someone living in the city of Auburn is actually $66,000, which is definitely enough to make a living off of. And for those of you that have kids, the education system here is ranked a B+ according to niche.com. So a lot of the schools inside the Auburn School District are actually very good. Now let's dive into amenities. What is there to do in the city of Auburn? Now, we've already mentioned that it's 40-45 minutes away from the city of Seattle, which always has a ton of things to do. But there's also a bonsai tree museum, there's a Muckleshoot casino, and there's also racetracks in the city of Auburn, which are really fun to go to. Now, if you love nature, another nice thing about living in Auburn is that 45 minutes east of you, you actually have all types of trails and places to fish. So if that's your type of thing, you'll absolutely love that fact. Most of our older towns and mountains are also 45 minutes to an hour east. So if you ever want to explore the city life, you're only 45 minutes away from Seattle. And if you want a completely different change of scenery, you just go east and you're going to find something cool. Last but not least, let's dive into the best neighborhoods here in the city of Auburn. And again, if you're looking to move here, I'd love to send you some more information. But let's dive into the 2 neighborhoods that I have for you in Auburn. The first neighborhood that I want to mention is East Hills. Now, East Hills has a ton of great places to live. Now, these are all around the $550 to $650 price range, and they're a little bit of an older development, but when it comes to a safe community that's typically pretty bordered in with just houses and a great place to raise a family, this is a great option for those first-time homebuyers if you want to get into something for your family like that. Because it's a little bit older of a development here, you do have the upside of getting into a property for a little bit less than you might. Not to mention they just put a Trader Joe's in down the street, so for those of you that love Trader Joe's, they got one of those there. Next up, I want to talk about one of the nicer areas here in Auburn, and that is Leah Hills. Now, the majority of the houses in this neighborhood are newer development, which does have a price tag on it, so don't get me wrong, that's probably going to put you in the $650 plus range. A lot of these are nicer, bigger roomed homes. And there's also a ton of condos and townhomes that are around the neighborhood, so if you do want something more cost effective, they have it, but they also have the nicer, more luxurious things in life. Another thing to note is that if you like houses that don't look the same, this is not your spot. Most of the houses are built in similar looks and styles, so and that just comes with a lot of the newer development, but that's also something to expect in Leah Hills. So without further ado, that is everything I have to talk about here in Auburn. Now again, I am a local realtor here in the Seattle area and Washington State as a whole, so if you have any questions at all, I would love to answer them for you. My information's down below, but my number is also 253-250-7520. Give me a call or a text and let's get you into a place. Now, for those of you that just wanted some more information, yeah, feel free to drop a comment and leave a subscribe. I'm going to be dropping about 1 or 2 videos about moving or living here in Washington State, and hopefully this was of value. So thanks again for tuning in. Have a great day, you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.